It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Right back to Swift again on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
To try again after the sack, Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they're still looking at fourth down now. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lance. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Fields on third down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. Gets around him. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Lance to throw it. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown the season, and the Lions have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Wk6 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's go, boys, go! I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 2, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards to pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
2nd down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And off comes to Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The 6-yard line. 1st and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Fights loose. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him. but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, Lance. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Lance going to throw.
Looking sideline, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Again, it's Lance. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He was brought down by 14 hits. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lance.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
60 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Running is Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From the 50, here's Fields. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They try again with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. He'll drop this one off to Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields. He's got Mooney, and he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a run with Montgomery. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Fields now to throw.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Romeo Okwara. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Lance now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st down, Lance. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. St. Brown on the catch. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there in overtime.
And now at this point in overtime, they know that they are in field goal range and 3 points is a must in order to keep this game going. But after that big play, they've got to be thinking bigger. They've got to be thinking, get in the end zone, get 6, and let's get out of here.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Escaping the... And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Detroit, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.